The Russian attacks on a merchant ship in southern Ukraine and two others in the Black Sea have reportedly killed 3 people, including a captain from one of the 2 merchant ships that were struck earlier. Now, according to the head of the region's military administration, Oleg Kuiper, Russia launched a new attack on port infrastructure in the Odesa region. During the attack, a drone struck a civilian ship flying the flag of the Marshall Islands, causing fire and also killing 2 people on board. He said that earlier 2 Tanzanian and Liberian flagged merchant ships had also been hit, killing the captain of the ship and wounding 3 others. And the incident has prompted evacuation of the remaining 11 crew members. The Kuiper said that the ships targeted in the Black Sea were sailing along the corridors designated for the export of Ukrainian grain. He further added that Russia was targeting against peaceful populations, civilian shipping and global food security and termed it to be a war crime. Now, the attack came after drones operated by the Ukrainian Special Operations Forces targeted about 116 Russian vessels in the Sea of Azov over the past 9 days. The Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov has accused Ukraine of attacking commercial vessels in the Sea of Azov and also in the Black Sea in what he calls acts of terrorism.
What the Ukrainian regime is doing goes beyond even piracy. Pirates at least plunder and keep the spoils for themselves. But here, it benefits neither them nor anyone else. The goal is simply to cause damage and intimidate. It is terrorism, pure and simple. By the way, this happens in the Sea of Azov and the Black Sea, but also on the African continent.
And on Tuesday, Ukraine's Air Force intercepted 5 ballistic missiles launched by Russia, although other missiles and drones got through and hit the warehouse and also a school in the capital city of Kiev. Now, it was the first time in almost about 2 weeks that Ukraine said that it had downed Russian ballistic missiles, which are harder to stop than drones or cruise missiles. And amidst these developments, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky was in Paris as the guest of honor for France's Bastille Day parade, which was held a day after Macron hosted a new summit of Ukraine allies. And as many as about 500 soldiers from the Coalition of the Willing, the mainly comprising of the European nations supporting Ukraine, marched symbolically, while 25 Ukrainian soldiers followed the troops of the coalition members. And under the new agreement formalized by Kiev and Paris, Ukraine will use a European loan facility to buy next-generation Franco-Italian air defense systems and the French Rafale fighter jets, while also securing approval to produce key Western missiles domestically. Now, Ukraine will order an initial 16 Rafale aircraft, the first tranche of a planned fleet of 100 announced in November 2025, financed through the European Union's Ukraine Support Loan Program. Previously, Zelensky had announced that Ukraine is joining with 9 other nations to form a coalition that will build a shared ballistic missile shield for Europe.
We agreed earlier this afternoon with President Zelensky on a roadmap between our 2 countries, implementing the bilateral cooperation measures agreed upon in principle last November. This covers air defense, specifically Ukraine's acquisition of an initial batch of next-generation SAM-PT batteries to complement the systems and missiles due for delivery in the coming weeks, and the modernization of the Ukrainian fighter fleet, involving the planned acquisition of 16 Rafale jets and their associated weapon systems.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.